Hello, everyone. Welcome to an overview of the Coder Sports IDE environment and how it integrates with the Coder Sports learning management system. Today, we'll take an overview look at the teacher interface to the IDE, how you can assign work to a student through the Coder Sports learning system, and how you can collaborate with your students while they're writing code, and you and the students can run the code and see the results as changes are made. Students' work is always saved. It's saved directly in their own account. So any changes students make one week are captured and presented to them the next week. Let's go ahead and get started. So here we see the teacher interface. Teachers log into a dashboard. They can see any projects they've been working on. They can assign courses to students. They can create their own projects and their own courses, or they can use a content that's provided by Coder Sports, for example, our core Python training. Let's see what the interface looks like to a student who's logged into the Coder Sports learning system. So here we see student Lisa student. She's logged in to Coder Sports. She's accessing her locker room, and she has three courses assigned, the three Python core training camps, A, AA, AAA. We can assign other courses. We could do lots of things on the back end. But here, let's go ahead and have Lisa get started on the AAA course. All Coder Sports content, is computer science content at least, is designed around the PRIM model. Most of you are likely familiar with the PRIM approach to the students getting a chance to look at the code, predict what will happen, and then modify and ultimately make the code themselves. So for example, here we can skip down, say, to lesson 12.9 in module 12 of this course and open it. The student is provided with video content, that overview of the lesson, what it is they're expected to do, any explanation of concepts that are needed. They can review written content, background materials. When they're ready, the student can start into the hands-on exercises. And so clicking here takes the student directly into the online IDE, automatically logs them in, automatically opens this particular lesson with a saved version for them to take and edit. So as soon as I click that link, the student is automatically brought into a pre-built lesson. They're able to see the code related to this particular video, and that more importantly, they can run the code. So a student can look and say, if this code is ready to run, I'll go ahead and do this. Once they do this, they've created their own copy of the code. It's running right here in the browser. So this half of the interface is the IDE. In this case, the IDE is configured to present Python, but we support many, many languages. And then on this side of the screen, the student sees the running code. They can modify the code. So for example, maybe they want to change this. No problem. They can add code. They can do anything that needs to be done as part of the hands-on aspects of this lesson. And then when they run the code again, we'll see the results based on the changes that they've made. While the student is doing this, and this is one of the great powers of the Coder Sports environment, you as the teacher can be not only viewing their work, you can even collaborate with the student in real time. Let's take a look at the teacher interface now. If I go back to this initial screen that we were looking at for Coach John, or the teacher, me, I can see that one of my students, Lisa's student, and in fact, if I hover over this, I can see exactly which student, is currently right now working on 12.9. If I want to, I can join and participate with Lisa in her unique coding lesson and the work that she's doing. Let's go ahead and join. So here I can see the code that Lisa is creating. I can see where she's made a change. I can also change the code. I'm going to split the screen now so we can see me as the teacher interacting with the online IDE and the student Lisa interacting with the same content through the learning platform. I'll just shrink this down a little bit and I'll go to Lisa and I'll shrink that down a little bit. So here we see Lisa working on her project, and here we see the coach or the teacher viewing her content. Now, if Lisa runs her content again, the results are presented here for Lisa. They're also presented here for the teacher. If I, as the teacher, am talking to Lisa, I can come in and say, she'll see that it's me. I can come in and say, Lisa, let's go ahead and modify this. I'll do it for you. And now the code is changed on my screen and Lisa's screen. We don't need to be on the same local area network. We can be anywhere on the internet. And now either I can run the code again and Lisa sees the results, or she can run the code. Doesn't make any difference. This collaborative capability, which is unique to the student, so that is to say, I could have multiple tabs open with each of my students working on their code, their unique set of the code, and I, as the teacher, can see all of them and I can interact with all of them, is one of the great powers of this new Coder Sports environment. Today, we won't go into the course creation, the managing of the course, and assigning students to courses. All of that can be done independent of the Coder Sports learning system. So, for example, if your organization wants to deploy the Coder Sports IDE, it has its own rich teacher, administrator, user interface independent from the Coder Sports learning management system. But if you want, we fully integrate with our own LMS, and we're coming out with new plugins in the next 6 months for Moodle, Desire to Learn, and a variety of other LMS platforms. All right, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching.